Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to. Apparently, we're on side quest right now, but
I can't
welcome
change
back.
it. I don't know why.
Whoa, doing super loud there. Oh, you got some echo cancellation going on there, Dylan. I don't know what happened there, but take that off. But yes, we are here for the annual. Can't remember. So this is, I think, the fourth
Ninth.
annual for MCU, and then what was that?
Sorry. I said ninth, and then I forgot we had
And
an
then
MC one
ninth
as well.
annual.
I was getting excited for the main shebang.
Yeah, it is.
You getting overwhelmed right now? You look like Luke Cage.
No, yeah, I just screwed up. I forgot a fucking year. So you know what? I made a point. I'm like, I'm gonna go back and get all the winners for the Golden Geeks, and I forgot all of 2024, and I forgot some of 2023. So I won't. I'll be missing some years. I think I'll try and remember some, but I don't know. I screwed that up. But I'm the Golden Trash Snail.
I'm the geek, Kirkland Patzer.
Hey, I'm Dylan.
The G of G's, Taylor Field.
Yeah, it's Golden Geeks. You know what to do. It's down below. Everything you need to know. That's where you can find us. We appreciate everyone that does listen to these episodes and votes because it's a very fun time. But we are here to announce the winners of said categories and all that good jazz. So I'm going to pull up. Somebody stall for me as I just pull up the MCU winners.
He's pulling it up.
Pulling
That's what he's doing.
it up. Dylan, do your legs ever get tired just standing?
They're really tired right now, but I'm
Okay,
just gonna
yeah.
power through.
Okay, so
We just cast it for like 2.5 hours, so yeah, I'm burning.
we did.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
good.
Burn those calories.
For the Marvel ones, I don't have percentages for them all, just because I fucked up. I used to do the put one category on Patreon for a vote, all the time. But then a couple years ago, I switched to Google Doc because it was just easier. Put a link. There's all the ones, and I kind of forgot because I did the Marvel ones the old way. It's like, oh no, like that's not how I'm supposed to do it. But so that's why there's not all percentages, because usually it's like we get the Google Doc has the patrons' votes and our votes. But yeah, join Patreon because in the future you can vote for these. They're always a good time. But we'll start off with the Emperor Drog Award. This is a award we don't know really what it is. Emperor Drog Award, kind of moment that's not supposed to be funny, a meme, something like that, but it's just something in honor of the great Emperor Drogue. So we got the Calvarine from Deadpool Wolverine. I won't forget you, buddy. Somebody can hit that for me after. And then we got Rhino's Scream from Craven. And the winner for this was I Won't Forget You, buddy.
Memories bring back your... I won't forget you, buddy.
There we go. And just like we won't forget Emperor Drogue, that's why this award exists.
This thing just cracks me up all day long now for the last couple weeks. I just can't stop watching it.
I will try to
So
pull it up,
good.
but it was pretty close, I think, with the patrons, and Taylor was with them, but us three, we all voted for that. Taylor, you just hated it, right? That's why you didn't
How
vote
could
for
you
that?
not?
I'm
vote
over.
for
I'm
that?
over it. I'm over it.
You're over it? It's
I'm
so
over it.
funny.
Let's see here. I can go down all the way.
I don't use it enough. Is that what it is, Taylor?
Yeah,
don't
you do it
spam it.
again. Maybe I'll warm up.
One more time.
Memories bring back your... I won't forget you, buddy.
You just hate the delay, you know? We
I
gotta
do.
condense
You gotta get that
video.
delay out of there. Yeah.
So funny enough, the patrons were tied, and then a few of them voted for Rhino's Scream. So us three, were the ones that put I Won't Forget You, buddy, over the top. So there
Yeah.
you go. Thank you very much.
Easy vote.
Most anticipated project. The nominations were Daredevil Born Again, Fantastic Four First Steps, and Thunderbolts. Asterix. The winner of this was Fantastic Four, even though all of us voted for Daredevil. So Fantastic Four had 54% of the, had 50% of the vote. Daredevil 35, and then Thunderbolts 15%. But to me, like I get why people vote for that, but I've been waiting for Daredevil for years. But I was happy to see Taylor Kirkland join me and Dylan on that bandwagon as far as being most.
A surprise to be
anticipated.
sure.
Yeah. The recency of it was just, it's like perfect timing.
Very
I'm good.
biased.
Yeah.
That's fair. Next, we had Best Costume. Gambit from Deadpool and Wolverine, Wolverine Yellow and Blue from Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Wolverine Brown and Yellow, Brown and Tan. The blue and yellow took this by
Yes.
good 50, 63% or
Deserving.
something like that. So
What was
You
your
know,
brown percentage?
easy vote. I said I don't have percentages on all these ones, and I don't for this one, so I'm sorry.
He doesn't want to
One
answer
vote
that
from
0
Travis,
or
yeah.
1%.
Nah, it's somewhere in the 27 to 30. So, like, I appreciate the people. The people that voted brown tan, you know what's up, but I get why you did that. And luckily, all these costumes, they looked good.
It's true.
Best debut, Marvel Golden Geeks. Oh, I don't know. I'm reading all that out. Best debut, Bastion X-Men 97, Gambit and Deadpool Wolverine, and Wiccan and Agatha all along. Deadpool Wolverine, or Gambit, like, ran away with this. He's like, I didn't do the percentages, but it was like over 90%. Not a big surprise. So, you guys say why you vote that? Because I need to get my charging cord or my laptop's going to die.
I chose it because of just the talks of he was casted as Gambit and then didn't think it was ever going to happen, and then here it is. So to actually see it come to light, and then of course just the memes that followed, it was tough to look past that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just probably the most memorable thing of
Yeah.
Marvel this year for me is like him in that role doing that character, and so they nailed it. They stuck the landing there. So
Yeah.
how could you vote for anything else?
Yeah, I just think it's a long time coming, and it was just it was really awesome to see him, and he finally it paid off, right?
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Like, he's
My
just-
finger was hovering that, Taylor.
I
You
knew
beat
it
me to
was.
yeah.
I
I
totally knew
haven't
you were.
I haven't listened to that in a couple months here. It's so good. The who? That note he hits is just beautiful.
Perfect. Thank you very much for you guys. Best Supporting Actress, Aubrey Plaza for Agatha All Along, Daphne Keane for Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Patty LuPone for Agatha All Along. This was a very close one because for the patrons, Daphne Keane had the edge, but for us, yeah, what happened was Aubrey Plaza won by one vote. So we came in there.
Whoa.
So Aubrey Plaza winning Best Supporting Actress for Agatha All Along. And yeah, I thought she was great. She gets to do her classic comedic chops, but there's a couple of good dramatic moments. And I really liked the sexual tension her and Catherine Hahn had. So that's where I voted. I think because I think I mentioned this on the review, I wish X-23 had a few more scenes or moments. Maybe I would have went to her that way. And Patty LuPone was good. But yeah, for me, Aubrey Plaza was a no-brainer there for me on that one.
Yeah. I
Absolutely.
mean, I kind of only seen a couple episodes of Agatha, so it was easy vote for me with Daphne. But I wonder if the other patrons were in that same boat.
True.
I don't know. Was there much Agatha chatter in that spoiler chat when that show was going on? Were people enthused?
I don't think so. No,
Yeah.
I think it was a show that retroactively people was like, "Oh, it was better than I thought," but at the
Right.
time, took a moment. So
Yeah.
It's funny watching Parks and Rec now, and I see April Ludgate. I'm like, man, this could be the same character, like canon wise. This fits.
Could be.
Taylor, anything on Aubrey Plaza? before we move
No,
on there?
no. Well earned. Well earned.
Well,
Is that Aubrey
Well,
Plaza's
it's-
first Golden Geek?
That is, yeah. I don't think she'd be. in anything
Congratulations,
else, so,
Aubrey.
Yeah.
Many more in your
best-
future, I'm
collect
sure.
your award.
Yeah. Best
Please,
supporting
yeah.
actor, AJ Locascio, aka Gambit in X-Men 97, Channing Tatum as Gambit in Deadpool and Wolverine, and then Wesley Snipes in Deadpool and Wolverine. Like I said, I don't have percentages because we added ours and after the fact. Channing Tatum's Gambit won somewhere probably around like the 50 mark, and then Gambit because I think all of us but one. I remember one of us didn't vote for him. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's two, but I voted for 97 Gambit just because I do love Channing Tatum, but I loved the speeches, some of the moments we got with Rogan Magneto and his reactions there. But Tatum's not a bad winner. But
I
also
voted for
went
Tatum.
97.
there you go. Okay, you voted for Tatum, and then Taylor, you voted for 97, right?
I think I did. I can't remember.
Yeah, I think you did there. So there you go. Best actor: Hugh Jackman, Deadpool Wolverine; Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool Wolverine; and Matthew Watterson as Magneto in X-Men 97. Only one person got one other vote, and that was Ryan Reynolds. The rest were all for Hugh Jackman, and kind of no-brainer for me. He was great. We've
Yeah.
talked about many moments of that. I think obviously Deadpool and Ryan Reynolds is great, but there's just a few more dramatic scenes with Hugh Jackman. So
Did anyone vote for Ryan Reynolds here, or was that a patron?
his patron.
Okay.
Best Actress, Catherine Hahn and Agatha All-On, Lene Zahn, aka Rogue, X-Men 97, and then Jennifer Hale, aka Jean Grey in X-Men 97. This was like everyone voted for her except for Dylan, and that's probably because you hadn't seen Agatha All-On, but all the patrons
Hey,
and
Rogue
us
was
all-
great. Okay.
She was, yeah. All the patrons and us voted for Catherine Hahn, so shout out to Catherine Hahn. Best scene in the Marvel Golden Geeks, Gambit Sacrifice in X-Men 97, Gambit Elektra Blade X-23, and then The Witch's Road, which only got one vote, and I have to see who got the actual win here. Let's see here.
I thought you were gonna say I have to see who voted this.
No,
one,
no,
which is Rogue.
yeah, I'm gonna call them out. Who voted for this? No, and the winner by just a mere 50%, or sorry, a mere 5%. The Gambit Sacrifice. The cameo crew came in at 45%. Gambit was 50%, and then the Witch's Road only 1% there. So, yeah, I went with the names Gambit. Remember, like that stuck with me since then. I feel like now 97 season
easy to
2 and
remember.
3. Yeah, and I just feel like that's gonna be the bar. Like that's an all-timer Marvel, content. Maybe not comic books, but all-time moment for me. But what'd you guys vote for in this?
Oh, same. Hard agree. I'm there with you.
What the hell did I vote for here? I don't even remember. Oh, I did the one that didn't even get in, I guess. The
Hold on.
the
That's
Wolverine
an illegal
montage.
vote. I don't like
Oh
that.
yeah, that didn't happen.
So there you go.
Taylor, you too?
I don't remember. Just,
Hey, you
I gotta
voted
pull up
2 hours ago.
No, I would have. I submitted for this. I submitted last night,
Yeah.
and I remember
Okay,
it was
sorry.
like
Yeah,
last night.
yesterday.
It was the
Yesterday.
wee hours. It was like, oh.
Okay, let's continue on here. Best villain. I promise the regular Golden Geeks are better because I will not screw up the doc next year for Marvel Golden Geeks to have it more working out. I can't attribute to Taylor for getting his vote 24 hours later or Kirkland, but alas on my side. Best villain nominations are Bash in X-Men 97, Magneto in X-Men 97, and Cassandra Nova in Deadpool and Wolverine. And Magneto takes this for X-Men 97. Not a surprise
Ooh.
here. I did vote for Magneto. I think Nova was great, but for me, it's just those last couple episodes with Magneto there that pushed me over the brink. So
I think I went Nova, but I'm not upset with this result. I think it's totally fair.
I also went Nova. I just saw Magneto too much as like the main guy for a big chunk of that season. Not saying that he's not a good villain because he is phenomenal, but just new character Nova, and I was really impressed by her. So yeah.
I did go with the Foreigner first, and then realized that the Foreigner was not.
I had to tell him he was not.
Foreigner.
Tell me.
I wanted to as well, but I would have been lying to myself, even though I do like the character.
So Magneto took my vote.
And then finally here we have some controversy, lots of controversy all around the Golden Geeks this year. But best project, the nominations are Agatha All Along, Deadpool, Wolverine, and X-Men 97. So I'll tell you what happened here. In the process of a tie, which I'm sure you can figure out which one ties, but usually what happens is I go to the guys and I say, okay, what did you vote for? And then I can see, okay, if there's anyone that didn't vote for one, I could, say go for the other. Obviously, there's two people, Dylan and Taylor, who voted for Deadpool and Wolverine, and then me and Kirkland voted for X-Men 97. Then usually, if none of us could tie break it, I would go to the patrons and go, okay, if you voted for this third project, I'll make a new poll, take it out like I did with the best scene come up later in the MCU or the regular Golden Geeks. But the problem was Agatha All Along got 0 votes. So everybody, patrons and us, just voted for Deadpool, Wolverine, and X-Men 97. So that's a tough thing. I'm not sure what to do here because we've never had like a tie, I don't think. I know you talk about the coin flip, Dylan, but I don't know if it's ever come in for
The coin flip
the
has never
winners.
flipped in my favor, so I don't want that.
No. And the thing is, like, I can't run another poll because, like, I guess if someone really wants to change their mind, they could. But it's like the poll's there.
Do we want to spin
So-
the wheel?
Nope, I don't. So I think just in the
That's a coin with more steps.
Yeah.
there.
I think just for the first time ever in the Golden Geeks, rules are meant to be broken or history is meant to be made, and we just have a tie. There's no way to undo this tie. There's no way. So your winner.
Unless Unless I switch my vote
You could switch.
live on air.
You could, yeah.
No,
I was
you won't.
I
surprised
will
that-
switch my vote live on air right now. I'll do it.
Whoa.
Throw Deadpool right under
Yeah.
that bus. Let's go. Give it to X-Men 97.
Goodness.
Wow. Why the change of heart?
Won't forget you, buddy.
Yeah.
You know what? It was a tricky decision in the first place, and it was X-Men 97, the better written show, the better written thing overall. But Deadpool Wolverine just, has the hype factor, the fanboy factor, which is a lot of the reason why we like this Marvel stuff. It doesn't have to be great. It's just fun popcorn flick situation. But I think X-Men 97 is consistently just a better project overall. I just, the hype brings me to Deadpool, but
That's fair. I was
that's
surprised
my
by the.
decision.
Yeah, I was surprised by your vote.
It was
I
close.
also
It was
oh,
close.
damn,
That's why I'm fine to switch it, and I want some. I don't want a hot tie. I'm not into that.
Okay. He
We
doesn't
don't
want
hand
a
out
tie.
2 Golden Geeks here, okay? These are very exclusive. They're expensive for us to make. We can't afford to make an extra one. That's my reasoning.
Oh, I appreciate the switch because Deadpool Wolverine, great, fantastic. Can't knock anybody for.
Don't
loving
say
it.
I never
give
did
it-
anything for you in the Golden Geeks, okay?
Don't even start. Don't even start. I would give you Deadpool Wolverine if I could go back and have Doom, but here we are, 97 to me was just something very special. Deadpool Wolverine is special as well too. It brought back Hugh Jackman. It's a movie I wanted forever since that happened. So they're still great, but I think X-Men 97, I was just almost more surprised of how great it was. I thought there was more room for error. Where Deadpool Wolverine, I think I always trust it was going to be great, and it was. So, Kirkland, you were also X-Men 97.
Yeah, I think I walked out of Deadpool Wolverine like, man, that's the best thing I've ever seen ever. But then rewatching it, definitely just a little bit more issues I have with maybe certain like certain villain type roles, like the TVA guy. Like on a rewatch, I didn't really like that character as much. So
It's good.
yeah, just 97 was consistently like the best. So that's where my vote outweighed it.
What about you, Taylor?
Oh man, I mean Daredevil and Wolverine.
Oh, man.
Like that just stands up because there's so
Daredevil
much hype leading into
Wolverine?
that. Daredevil and Wolverine, yeah.
Can't wait for that
Deadpool.
movie too. Fuck yeah. Charlie
Uh,
Cox, big promotion for you.
X-Men 97 is fantastic, and I know a lot of that hype definitely comes off the cusp of the X-Men retrospective that we did for the animated series. But going to Deadpool and Wolverine, that film was just a absolute stellar of a time, and rewatching it again since its theatrical release, still had just as much fun and hype seeing everything. I'm a huge sucker for all those crossover cameos, and while X-Men definitely has a little bit of a pool to pull with, this one that movie pulled so much more, so I was all over it.
Nice alliteration there. That was sick.
Good. Glad you're all over it. All right, now we get to the regular ones here. I can give you the fun little breakdown of the number of nominees we got here. So these are all the movies that got only one nomination: was Anora, Monkey Man, Deadpool, Wolverine, Challengers, Quiet Place, Civil War, and Woman of the Hour. The movies that got 2 were Strange Darling, Beetlejuice, and Furiosa. Long Legs is the sole
Beetlejuice.
3 nominations. Wild Robot, Soul 4, Alien is 5, Dune is 7, and Nosferatu 8. So there you go with the
Ooh.
breakdown there. All right, most anticipated. Let's see. So Mission Impossible and I'm just trying to. I'm like colorblind right now.
Mickey was in there.
Oh, okay. So Mission Impossible and 28 years later.
Superman.
Oh, sorry. I'll say them. My bad. Most anticipated for 2025. 20 years later, Mickey 17, Mission Impossible, Predator Badlands, Superman. No one voted for 20 years later or Mission Impossible, so they got a goose egg. 8.3% went to Predator Badlands. And then it was close. 41.7% went to Mickey 17. So Superman has been voted the most anticipated movie of the year, which I think is a rarity for a DC film. Because I checked, DC films never won it before, because in the past I have all these except for, so here's what I said. I think I have all the winners up to like 2023, 2024. There's some I missed, so I apologize. But most anticipated winners in the past have been Star Wars Last Jedi, Infinity War, Endgame, Tenet, Spider-Man No Way Home, and Multiverse of Madness. I don't have the last 2 years, so I apologize. But yeah, so DC films never won that.
Cool.
I voted
History.
for Mickey 17. I'm very
Same.
looking forward to that. I'm more intrigued by Superman just from a business standpoint, but a movie, that was my vote, and I can't wait. We're only a couple weeks away, so.
Yeah, same.
Kirkland, what were you?
I believe I did Superman. If I
Superman.
remember correctly. Yeah, just the big DC like that's the main front runner, big S. So stands for hope, not S. And I'm hoping that it's phenomenal.
Taylor, I'm gonna assume that you voted for Predator there.
I was that juicy 8%. I'm sure. I don't know if anyone else voted for that, but yes.
I don't think you were the sole 8%, but yeah.
Okay, good. I voted Predator because I'm happy to see Danny take the helm again.
You made like separate accounts. You're like I'm gonna
Yeah.
I'm gonna pad some stats.
Subscribe to our
Frozen
Patreon to
vote,
get
yes.
more votes.
Yes, and this percentage
You can
is
be
all-
bought in this system if you just make multiple patron
Yep.
accounts. You
We'll
could
accept
buy the win.
Yeah.
Just like
but-
modern awards.
Yes,
Other
to
awards.
clarify, the winners are this is a combination of our votes and the patrons, so this is much more nice, smoother way. So.
Yeah, we do the nominees and then
Yeah.
it gets opened up.
I'm hoping that. I'll save that for another day. Carry on.
Okay.
Okay.
Now on the best score and soundtrack. Previously winners: Thor: Ragnarok, Spider-Verse, Endgame, Soul, Dune, and then I don't have the last 2 years for this, so I apologize. Next year I'm going to have all the Marvel ones on all this. But this year's nominations were Alien: Romulus, Dune Part 2, Nosferatu, The Substance, and Wild Robot. Nosferatu and Alien: Romulus in last place with 9.1%. And third place is The Substance with 18.2%. And then in second place, which I was very surprised by this because I thought I was going to take it, but nope, 27.3% Wild Robot. So your winner, Dune Part 2. So each time a Dune movie's been up, it has won for best score. So I personally voted Wild Robot. I actually had not checked this percentage since I'd done this. I think Wild Robot was winning last time I checked, so that's a bummer. But, I'm happy for Dune, but not as much because I think Wild Robot brought a bit more emotion out of me. So that's where that was my pick. But Dune's not bad. So
It's fine.
Dune's more than not bad. Come on now. Fuck.
just the score, I meant the score particularly. So what did you? So Kirkland voted for Dune, I'm guessing.
I
should've
big
known.
time voted for Dune.
Multiple
these-
accounts.
Yeah, I was padding those stats.
You paid off Tyler.
What about you?
I
Dylan?
went
What were you-
substance here.
Nice.
It's, and honestly, maybe it's slightly fraudulent. Is it just the sound, the score? Maybe not. I was maybe including some sound, just sound design in general in my vote there. But it's just when I think about that movie, that's the one that has the most prominent sounds. So I think that's why I went for that one.
Yeah. Taylor, where were you?
Oh, I was Wild Robot with you. That score was fantastic.
Oh, we failed. Best villain. Previous winners, again, don't know the last 2 years. John Goodman in 10 Cloverfield Lane, Kylo Ren in The Last Jedi, Thanos in Infinity War, Rose the Hat in Doctor Sleep, Black Mask in Birds of Prey, and William Dafoe in No Way Home. I imagine 2023, I bet that's probably Paul Dano's The Riddler, I imagine. And then I can't remember who won last year. What was the big villain movie last year? Yeah, so I'll have that. But
Jesus, who
these
knows?
these upcoming ones, I'll have them all. But the nominees this year were Dementis for Furiosa. I can never say his name. Fed Rotha.
Fade Rotha.
Thank you. Austin Butler in Dune Part 2. Count Orlok in Nosferatu. Longlegs in Longlegs. And the Serial Killer in Strange Darling, who got no votes, which I imagine not everyone saw that, so I understand. But yeah. Which, this is crazy, but in fourth place, 8.3 Dementis, who at one point I thought won this, but no, this measly little 8.3. Longlegs coming at third with 16.7%. And then finally, at 33.3%, Austin Butler, because your winner is Count Orlok for Nosferatu,
Whoa.
41.7. I said this whole year the villains were the very best, and took me to the very last movie I saw of that year. And yeah, for me that was a lot. There's so many. I could see all these people. I thought Butler was a for sure. I thought Nick Cage was a for sure for me, but no, I had to go Bill Skarsgård, Nosferatu. That man frightened me big time. Taylor's got his little Nosferatu
Just to give you a
figure
quick
out.
interjection, so best villain, I pulled up the list for last year. I don't know who won it, but I have the nominees. There was Paul Dano as the Riddler. This is 2023, sorry, not last year.
So you don't know last year. So I
Well,
imagine
last
Paul
year
Dano
is
won
because
that.
we're a year behind, right?
We always do it, yeah. So you look up 2024. But Dylan, who'd you vote for? Because Taylor's lost in the cosmos over there looking at stuff.
I voted for Fade Rotha here because I'm a Dune fan. Dune's a great movie.
Are you?
So yeah, I went for Fade
Judge.
Rotha here.
Taylor, or Kirkland, who'd you go for?
I did Fade Rotha as well. But this is a stacked category list. I actually, believe it or not, I was actually close to going the serial killer here just because recency and
me too.
what that character, like the surprise, I guess, around that character. So yeah, I was impressed, but Fade Rotha is just like the embodiment of terrifying and evil and just brutality. So yeah. In a fantastic picture that arguably is best picture of the year.
Yeah, most people would say his best picture. Of the year. Taya, who'd you vote for?
I think
for
0% voted for that to be the true case.
villains? I added it. In. Taya, who did you vote for?
Oh, I was doing Long Legs for sure.
Okay, Long Legs. Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Best supporting actresses of the past have been Margot Raw. Or no, hang on. Blah blah blah. Tilda Swinton in a combined year. 2018, it was Patrick Stewart because it's a combined year, so the lady didn't win it that year. Letitia Wright in Black Panther. Karen Gillan in Infinity War. 2021 was a combined year because Robert Pattinson won for Tenet. And then in 2022, Florence Pugh for Black Widow. Again, don't have the last 2 years, sorry. Best Supporting Actress nominees this year: Kaylee Spaney, Civil War; Catherine O'Hara, Beetlejuice; Autumn Best in Woman of the Hour; Isabel Merced in Alien Romulus; and Rebecca Ferguson in Dune Part 2. Autumn Best, very happy she made it in there. 0 votes. I imagine, again, just not many people have seen that, but it's a worthy nom. Trust us. It's a worthy one. Fourth place, 9.1%, Catherine O'Hara. And then a tie for third and second, Isabel Merced and Kaylee Spaney, the alien ladies, which is funny enough because your winner by 54.9%, Rebecca Ferguson. That's where my vote went. I think if Isabel had some more scenes for me, I could have made the case, but Rebecca was just a delight in Dune Part 2. So that's who got my vote.
Me as well. It's true.
Me as well.
I believe I did Isabella.
Oh.
Any reason there?
Alien Romulus.
You like the ancestral relationship, the cousins,
All right, moving on. Best supporting
Kirkland,
actor
come
winners of the past few years. Again, Till Swinton, because that was a combined year. Patrick Stewart. Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther. William Dafoe in The Lighthouse. Robert Pattinson in The Tenet in the combined year. Andrew Garfield, No Way Home. And then Ke Quan for Everything Ever All at
Nice.
Once.
Good wins.
But this year's nominees are David Johnson in Alien Romulus, Javier Bardem in Dune Part 2, Joseph Quinn in A Quiet Place Day 1, Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice, and William Dafoe in Nosferatu. Last place was tied at 8.3 with the J-Boys, Javier and Joseph Quinn. Third place.
That's
is
their name if they hosted a
J-Boys.
GeekVerse cast.
J-Boys.
Yeah. 16.7% in third place is Michael Keaton, Beetlejuice. And then second place with 25%, former winner, but not this year, William Dafoe, Nosferatu, because the winner is David Johnson,
Nice.
Alien Romulus.
I love that win.
Yeah, I love Dafoe. Would love to vote for him. Obviously, he's won before, but I think David Johnson just had like a bit more he had to do there. So that's why he got my vote, but another great category.
That's a great, point in your career to win a Golden Geek, in my
Absolutely.
opinion.
This early?
So yeah, great. Yeah, I was happy to vote for him, and I'm surprised he took it. So that's exciting. I love that. Just Alien.
I went with the Defoe here, but I'm not upset with David Johnson taking it. I feel like probably a better performance just for what he had to do with the more Android isms to them. Defoe's just going all out though, and my enjoyment factor was way up there because of the Defoe.
That's fine. I understand it. You can never blame anyone for voting for Defoe.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
I went with Keaton. I thought the fact that he just slipped right back into this role just blew my mind. There was such a long period of time between films, and he was fantastic in it. But I'm not mad about Johnson getting this win here. It's well deserved.
nice.
J-Man.
Now to best visuals. Again, I don't know all the winners, and this just started in 2019, so this wasn't around with the whole time. Spider-Verse, Joker, Soul, Dune Part 1, and Across the Spider-Verse. So I'm missing a couple years there, but those were the winners of the past. This year, the nominees were Alien Romulus, Dune Part 2, Furiosa, Nosferatu, and Wild Robot. Wild Robot got 0 votes, which is just crazy to me, but that's what happened. And again, same thing when I looked at this, the winner was different than last time. But in third and fourth place is Alien Romulus and Furiosa. And then in second place at 36.4% is Nosferatu, because the winner is Dune Part 2 at 45.5%. I definitely vote for Nosferatu with this one, just because just some great cinematography, but you can't be mad at Dune Part 2 for winning, because Dune is an incredible looking movie. I'm going to assume, Kirk, when you vote there, you just throw a fist in the air, so...
Yeah, that was my silent chant. I won't drop the video anymore, but yeah, no, I mean, again, this is a big category. I'm kind of surprised Wild Robot didn't at least get a vote, because I was in between that Doom Part 2. I mean, all of these have a good argument on why they should be up there, but big sandworms, man, come on, they looked real. Let's get in there.
I can't remember what I voted for between Dune and Nosferatu. I'm going to say it was probably Nosferatu, but it was close between those two for me. Yeah.
Taylor?
Yeah, it was Alien Romulus is what I voted for, but it was between that and Dune. I mean, both of them.
Maybe
are
I
just
voted for
visually
Alien, actually.
beautiful.
I don't even know.
I
Voted
just,
for something.
The
A lot of good-looking
Alien
movies.
thing just surprised me so much, Taylor, because I remember on that review how I don't know, this third act, it's lower tier of the Alien movies, and now it's just like
But
every
visually-
single Alien. No, but every category your vote has been for Alien. I'm just like,
Well, the characters, stuff like that, visuals, like that stuff is great. If we get to a category for third act, and we're voting movies and nominations for
Best
third
third
act,
act.
yeah,
I
best
don't
third
think we should
act.
add that category.
no, I don't think so either. Best actress, previous year's winner has been Margot Robbie in Suicide Squad, Gal Gadot in Wonder Woman, Toni Collette in Hereditary, Lupita Nyong'o
Hell
in
yeah.
Us, Margot Robbie
Hell
in
yeah.
Black Panther. That's not true. Birds of Prey, Thompson McKenzie in Last
Margot
Name.
Robbie and Black Panther. Damn.
Thompson McKenzie, Last Name Zoho, and Michelle Yeoh in Everything Ever All
Oh,
at
Last
Once.
Night in Soho. Forgot about that movie, but I should
Great
rewatch
movie.
that.
And don't remember who won last year as well with that one, so I had time to look, or I didn't have time, so sorry. Also want to mention that in 2020 we expanded the field, because before we just used to keep it just very like Star Wars comic book type of horror stuff, but then 2020 when we expanded, and then 2026 to 2018 was just 7 of us voting, so it was us 4, and then Jessica, Kyle,
The whiteboard
and
era.
Briggs. The whiteboard era, yeah, which those casts were even longer, so. But this year, Best Actress, the nominees are Demi Moore, The Substance, Lily Rose Depp, Nosferatu, Margaret Qualley, The Substance, Mikey Madsen and Amora, and Willa Fitzgerald and
Willie.
Strange Darling. Willie! Margaret Qualley getting 0 votes, which is a crime, even though I didn't vote for her, so I shouldn't say that, but just like that hurts to see. So 0% there. A tie for third and fourth place with 16.7% is Mikey Madsen and Willie Fitzgerald.
Mikey.
And then
Jesus.
25% second place, Demi Moore, because the winner is Lily Rose Depp at 41.7%. That definitely, like, for a while when I was watching it, it was a competition between Demi and Nora, just like the Oscars, but then the last few days voting have definitely switched to Lily. I voted for Demi. I get why people would vote for Lily. It's a very out there, very energized performance. I just liked Demi Moore's just kind of quietness that she would bring to some things, and I also think that she got to display some really great humor moments in that third act where, like, Lily Rose Depp's never funny. Not saying that's a thing, but I'm just saying there was more moments that I remember from that where Lily Rose lots of times was always at a certain thing, but she definitely should be nominated. I'm not mad about win because I think it's fantastic, but my vote was for Demi Moore.
It's got to be one of the most stacked categories
Absolutely.
categories that we've had in the history of the Golden Geeks. I think I went with Willa or Mikey here. I can't remember who, but damn, really great list all around. Yeah.
Good time to ask Kirkland as he disappears, so I'll go to Taylor.
Yeah, I went with Lily Rose Depp. That was my vote. But I honestly was thinking about Demi Moore because she was pretty fantastic.
Didn't think
so I'm
enough.
happy with
She
it.
maybe could have got Golden Geek.
I've never seen. As far as I know, I don't think I've ever
You saw
seen
Substance.
Lily Rose Depp in anything else.
Let him finish,
I feel like this was the first thing
You
I
watched The
unless
Idol,
I'm
didn't you?
forgetting.
No, I didn't.
No, I did not.
Did you
So
see
why-
Tusk, Taylor? She was in Tusk.
She wasn't. No, she was.
I never
not
saw
Tusk.
Tusk.
No, it was Yoga
She's not?
Hosers. She's in Yoga Hosers.
Okay.
Maybe she might have
Making
a
up
scene in
words.
Tusk.
Oh,
You
Johnny
might be
Depp's
right.
in Tusk, actually.
Yeah,
There you go. That's the Depp I'm thinking
So,
of.
are you saying because it's your first time you've
How do
seen
you
Lily
mistake
Rose
them?
Depp, that's why she got the vote?
First time I'm seeing her, and I was just blown away by how she just dominated
So that is
the
a
screen.
reason. That is, so everyone just so you know, she dominated the screen, and it's the first time I saw her.
His
so
his
it's
second
good to know.
reason is a little bit better than the first
Yeah,
one.
the first. So any newcomers, David Johnson, the first time he sees you, Taylor's giving you his vote.
Oh, it's a lock. Yeah.
We got to be
vote
careful
for
then who
David
we nominate in the
Johnson.
future.
Yeah, only old timers or new timers. Kirkland, who did you vote for here?
I went Mikey here, but this is a very stacked category. I'm not surprised Lily Rose
course.
won just for the level that she'd go. You know, she's doing the possession scenes, like she's going for it. So I was hovering Lily, but could definitely make a case for all of these.
Like
ladies.
Nosferatu, hovering.
Gave her
Lily,
3
yeah.
nights.
I gave her 3 nights and I
3
came
nights
back,
to get
but
my
then I went with
vote.
Mikey. Yeah.
But now I vote for Mikey. Best actor of Winter's Pass: Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool in 2017, Hugh Jackman in Logan 2018. I won't get the years. Chris Hemsworth in Infinity War, Joaquin Phoenix Joker. Sacha Baron Cohen for Borat. This is a COVID year, and I had to listen to it back. I'm so mad.
Holy hell.
I blame Kirkland because he voted for it. He didn't even see the movie. He just had some weird Taylor reason why he voted for it. It was between like Jamie Foxx and Soul and somebody else. When I listen back, I'm like, I'm mad again. 2022 is Tom Holland No Way Home.
There's no way that's real. What in
It
the
is.
world?
Yep. Robert Pattinson for the Batman, and then Cillian Murphy for Oppenheimer. Stack list there. Just like this year, Best Actor: Dev Patel, Monkey Man; Hugh Jackman, Deadpool, Wolverine; Josh O'Connor, Challengers; Nicholas Hoult, Nosferatu; Timothy Chalamet for Dune Part 2. Poor Dev Patel did not get any votes, but keep directing those movies. I want to see more. Tied for third and fourth place is Josh O'Connor and Nicholas Hoult. And then second place with 25% is Timothy Chalamet, because your winner and two-time Best Actor Golden Geek winner is Hugh Jackman with 41.7% for Deadpool and Wolverine. I was shocked. I did not think he would win this, and that by that percentage, I voted for Nicholas Hoult. It's the best thing I've seen him in. I've seen him in a few things today, just so you know. But best thing I saw him in, I thought he had a lot of range there. And even then, I was just surprised. I don't think that Hugh Jackman's. I think he's great in that movie. Don't get me wrong. I just was surprised by the outpouring of votes from our patrons, but I guess people are just happy to see him back, and it is a good win. I feel less happy with this one than the Lily Rose Depp one, because like the actresses, I'd be happy with them win them all. There's a couple I would have put over like the Jackman here versus the Jackman and Logan. I think is very different performances, but you know, he takes it, and he's him and Robbie now. Robbie is two-time Best Actress. He's Best Actor, so we'll have to see who gets that third. You know, there are goats right now for the winners. So
They still have
That's
to come
true.
get their first awards too.
Yeah.
So
both same
got him
roles
here.
too.
I'm waiting. Yeah.
It's funny, same roles. So, and no actors won for a different role yet. So we'll see what happens. But Dylan, what did your vote? You look surprised too by the Hugh Jackman-ness.
Yeah, I mean, just by like even the sheer percentage of it, like that seems pretty dominating. I went for my boy Josh O'Connor from Challengers. For the Taylor reason, you know, it was the first time I've seen him something, and I was really impressed. No, I just wanted to vote for Challengers. I'm not going to hide it. I just wanted to vote for Challengers somewhere, and I could. He's great. The other ones are also good, but no one was so strong that I couldn't not vote for Challengers here. It's a movie I wanted to appear more often, but it didn't.
Taylor, what did you vote for?
I mean, I did Hugh Jackman. He was my number one vote.
Why is that?
Wow.
Oh, you know, just Huey. I feel like I've seen him in a few things.
Don't
and,
call him. Now it's because you've seen him in a few things. So
seen a few things. No, there's so many sequences in Deadpool and Wolverine why he just deserves it. From that car scene when he's talking to Deadpool and he's just delivering those lines, just the emotion pouring out of him, to when we first encounter him and he's just like laughing and leans his forehead into the barrel of Wade's gun, and even at the end too. There's just so many great things. Just I love all the sequences.
Kirkland, where'd your vote go?
I went with the Lisan El Gaib himself, Mr. Timothy Chalamet here.
Timmy.
Yeah, it's this one was an easy vote for me. I feel like I had Timmy out of the gate. So yeah.
There you go. Last two, best scene, previous winners: Civil War airport scene, the throne room scene from Last Jedi, the snap, portals, Invisible Man dinner scene, Spider-Man Statue of Liberty, and I don't know the other years, so sorry about that. This year, we got Paul's speech in Dune Part 2, meeting Count Orlok and Nosferatu, Long Legs opening, and Long Legs, the Big Rig Chase Furiosa, and Migration. So what happened here is the Big Chase got no votes. And then tying for third and fourth, lots of ties for third and fourth this year, was Meeting Count Orlok and Migration. And then we had a tie for the Long Legs opening and Paul's Speech. So what I did here is I go, okay, so I knew I didn't vote for it. So I was like, I'm going to see if any of these guys had voted for the other ones, because then I got the winning vote. Taylor had voted for Long Legs, and then Kirkland voted for Paul's Speech, so they couldn't vote again. And then Dylan had done Migration, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, so that didn't help because he voted for Long Legs opening, and I would vote for Paul's Speech. Lots of great cinematic stuff. So then I had to throw it to the patrons. I actually don't know, so I'm going to refresh it right now. Please don't be a
live
fucking
refresh.
tie. Oh, it's not. Thank God. I saw it was 4 hours ago. I thought I just saw. Okay, so the winner by 67%, just of these votes. Paul's Speech, Dune Part 2. Jesus
Hell yeah.
Christ.
That wasn't even me. I already used my
Jesus.
one vote. So shouts out to whoever did that.
Jesus. But yes, Paul's Speech gets it. I originally voted for Count Orlok. Like I said, I absolutely love that scene. The tension, the build up, the acting, the first time I hear the voice, Holt's just expression throughout. But then between these two, Paul's Speech, just because it's the speech, but there's the silence moment. There's Javier off in the background. There's the moment where, from the bird's eye view, there's lots of great just cinematography around it too. Long Legs opening is also iconic, so it was not. I would have been happy with honestly all those, but that's why I went with that. But Dylan, obviously, why'd you go for Migration, and then why Long Legs after the fact?
It made me cry, so
That's fair. I'm with you.
that doesn't happen too often. So when it does, I gotta soak in that.
Mhm.
And then I was just mad. Why is no one voting for Migration? What a great scene! I was like, you know what, F2, and I'll vote for Long Legs. But it does deserve to win. That was on my nominees list even in the first place. So I'm happy with this win. It's deserving. It's a great scene.
Mm-hmm. Taylor, Long Legs got you second place, almost there, but not quite.
Yeah, Long Legs was. I mean, that opening is just great. Just the quietness and just him peeking around the corner like, hey. Just
He says
fucking
cuckoo, by the way.
fantastic. Cuckoo. Yeah. So
That did not get any noms, unfortunately.
mm,
Kirkland.
What?
Paul Atreides.
So offended too. So offended. I feel.
dare you ask
do
me?
you answer Shay that way? Why'd you vote for Paul Atreides?
Oh, okay. I'm getting tired. I thought I
What?
already talked about this.
What?
Yeah, I mean, that was the single greatest scene out of that movie for me, and I feel like that movie had so many great scenes. But that one was like, I'm not a violent guy, but if this guy just tells me to march to war, I feel like he's persuading me. Like, I just want to fucking go. Yeah, yeah, like he is the Lisan al Gaib. The enforcement of like power and like leadership that he was exuding in that scene, I was ready to follow him to the promised land. So, yeah, that's just such a chills, tears, sweaty crevices for me every time I watch that
Yep.
scene.
Chills.
There you go.
That's right.
Kirkland.
What?
The Paul scene. You got to talk about the Paul scene. And then our final award of the night. Previous winners for best film have been Civil War, Logan, Spider-Verse, Joker, Soul, No Way Home, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Oppenheimer. This year, the nominees are Alien Romulus, Furiosa, Long Legs, Nosferatu, and Wild Robot. This one was not close at all. Tie for fifth, fourth, and third was Long Legs, Furiosa, and Alien Romulus. Second place was 60.7. Wild Robot. So Nosferatu winning by 58.3.
That's insane.
That is a big one right there. Yeah, it's kind of funny. I feel like a lot of these winners, I have the spread out here for like the winner category. So we have Deadpool and Wolverine 1-1, Long Legs 1-1, Wild Robot actually won nothing because I had to change that. Alien 1-1, Nosferatu 1-3, and then Dune, of course, top 1-4. So remember, the people's vote won the most. But lots of different winners here. But the Nosferatu like pick for win, like pretty decisive. That not all of us, but like the majority of all of us voted like 58%. That's a big one. I think it's the biggest one because Hugh was lower than Rat, right?
You mean Huey?
Huey, yeah, at 41. So other than Yeah, I think that was the biggest one. So, which usually doesn't happen in Best Picture. Best Picture has a lot of that, but yeah, Nosferatu winning at 58.3. Out of these, obviously, there's some controversy with what was on there, but out of these, it was a no-brainer for me. Nosferatu is one of the best horror movies ever made, one of the best movies of this decade, and great to have Robert Eggers on here because with his movies, they're very wild, so that may never happen again. With the look at Lighthouse, look at The Witch.
Well, I was thinking about that because we talked about it was a Pattison or Defoe that got a win for Lighthouse. Their
yeah,
performance.
Defoe
there.
did, yeah.
And then Northman, I don't.
It got
think
noms,
that won
but it never got
anything.
won anything. No, it got some
Okay.
noms like visuals.
So
I
he's
think
always
Skarsgård,
in the realm there, but not necessarily in the best picture,
yeah, but he is
best
here.
movie category. Yeah.
Big accomplishment, but yeah, I voted Nosferatu. Fantastic movie. Dylan, what'd you vote for?
Yeah, I voted for it as well. It's not my favorite movie of the year, but it's probably number 2 or 3 for me overall, I think. So I'm still pretty happy with the ability to vote there. It wasn't even really a choice for me, honestly. That was a pretty easy one.
Mm-hmm. Taylor Field.
I was Nosferatu. It's just clear winner for me. Movie of the year. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And finally, Kirkland for real this time.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't find my option in here.
Yeah.
Couldn't find the Dune pick. So
No matter
I
how
had to
hard you
pick
looked.
something. I went Wild Robot here, actually.
Did you? Oh.
Yeah, it's
Impressive.
like splitting hairs though. Like Nosferatu is phenomenal as well. I gave that a 10 out of 10 on the review. But I don't know. I've rewatched Wild Robot more than I've seen Nosferatu, so that's why I leaned on there. So yeah.
And plus, I don't know. She might have questions if every day she comes home, you're just watching Nosferatu
I'm
again.
just like in the kitchen watching the
3
TV.
days.
Lights
but-
off.
The cock
Yeah.
out in your bathroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ, it's a good place to end right there. Yeah, we'll be back next year. Even look at the anticipated. I think next year's really up for grabs. I don't think unless Mickey 17 is just amazing and we all go, oh yeah, that's it. But I feel like there's not like a clear, oh, this is gonna be the one. And even like Nosferatu, you probably would have asked me last year, is Nosferatu, Robert Eggers movie gonna win? No, but that's what happened. So yes, this was a fun year. Lots of fun discussion had for both of them. Thanks to everyone that chimed in and voted. We very much appreciate it. And when you hear from us again next year, it'll not be boring.
See ya.